Hello, guys. Welcome on into the webinar today. Hope you're all doing well. Let's see who's all here today. Jessica, welcome in. Karan, welcome in. Cole, welcome in. Josue, Mario. What's up, guys? How are we doing today? Today, we're going to be talking about how to test content, how to make organic content. Like with you probably have seen this style of videos with Reels and Instagram, TikTok, Meta Reels these days. And I'm going to show you how you can really easily make some of these videos, test which ones are the best, and then pick the top ones and then run those as ads. So this is a really useful technique because this type of video is very trendy. It's very hot. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm happy that you're here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You might know what I'm talking about. This type of video, it gets shared by people all the time. And this type of video is actually really simple to make. You don't need super high, crazy production. It's a really, really simple type of video, but it really showcases your food and your ambiance. And in just like 30 to 60 seconds, you can really showcase everything that's special or a lot that's special about your restaurant. So again, I'll show you some examples of those. I'll give you some ideas you can use. And then I'll also show you how to pick the top ones and then run those as ads. That way you're not wasting money on ads that might be underperforming. You can at least put yourself in the best position to run ads that do really, really well. So we'll get started here in about a minute. There's a bunch of people joining the call here as I'm speaking. So if you didn't hear what I said, what's up, guys? Welcome on in. Chi, welcome in. Johannes, welcome in. All right, guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. We'll get right to it here, guys. And let me figure out my screen here real fast. Okay. So today we're going to talk about how to run viral ads by testing organic reels. Okay. How to run viral ads by testing organic reels. Okay. So I'm just going to give you a quick visual of what I mean. I've pulled up a bunch of examples here. So if you can see on my screen right here, these types of videos go viral, right? You see the sauce oozing, you see the juices dripping. This type of stuff just really catches the user's attention. Okay. And there is a reason that this stuff goes viral, right? If let's say you have a restaurant in Florida and your video goes viral and people in California see your video, it doesn't really help you, right? It's only helpful if it's local. So doing the organic posting and figuring out which video is working the best, that's going to help you understand what human beings like seeing the most, and then you can run those as local ads. So here's an example. I love this one. This one looks just crazy. And if you can see on the stats here, this is just a random video. This has 18,000 likes. I think it was shared, oh geez, thousands and thousands of times. I think it's about 1 million views on this one. Here's another one as well. Guys, these videos don't have to be all that complex. This is just a simple video of somebody putting down the pizza onto onto the box there. So doesn't always need to be super complex, but obviously what this does, you can see this is very bright, right? It's very bright. We can really see the textures of that pizza. So make sure when you're making these videos, you've got, good lighting. You're either in front of a window, maybe you're doing this outside, or you've got some lighting you bought off Amazon. So make sure your lighting is really good. Okay, here's another example. I'll refresh this just so you can see what this looks like in the beginning. It's just a guy unwrapping a burger from the wrapping there, and then showing you simply what it looks like. Again, very bright. You can see like the juices in there. You can see the cheese. So this is a really cool type of video as well. Just gives you gives the user an imagination of like, what's it going to look like when I open my burger, right? So I'm trying to give you guys some ideas, some visuals of things you could do at your restaurant. I'll put all these links in the chat box below as well. And you guys can go ahead and click those, and I'll even put these in the training on the portal as well. Here's another one. I'll refresh this so you can see what it looks like from the beginning. Here's another one showing the ambiance, showing some of the food, showing the drinks. You're showing a bunch of different things, but including your ambiance as well. So this is a really nice style of video. There's not a right or wrong on these videos at all. There's not a right or a wrong. I'm just going to show you a bunch of different examples of some stuff to kind of get your ideas going. I love this one as well. So you have your city name. I'm going to pause that actually and show you what I mean by this one. So, you've got your city name there. So people know this is a local type of business. So put your city name like this, and then something really simple, like the most authentic Italian restaurant. Is this the best pizza in Denver? Is this the juiciest burger in Denver? Whatever you want to put there. Okay. Really simple videos. You can see that each video is only about each clip is only about 2 seconds long. So to go viral, to make sure that your content hits the viral wave, the main thing that these platforms are looking at is retention. And what I mean by retention is when people start your video, do they keep watching it? Do they keep watching it, or do they bounce? Right? So you want to make sure that at least your first 5 seconds, well, definitely your first second, but your first 5 seconds are really, really captivating so that people don't skip your video and go right to the next one. Okay, so here's an example. Love that one. Here's another similar one where it says where to get juicy barbecue. I'll pause that again so you can see that. Where to get juicy barbecue in Golden, Colorado. Right? Super simple. Where to get the best burger in Miami, Florida. Where to get the best Indian food in Dallas, Texas. Right? Something like this. And you can see very clearly from the very, very first slide, from the very, very first look, that this is a restaurant and the food looks pretty awesome. So just showcasing what you have to offer. You can see every video. There's never a still video. It's always moving in some sort of way. It's zooming out a little bit, zooming in a little bit, going from side to side. There's not really a secret here of what to do, but get some movement and make each clip just a handful of seconds and a handful of seconds long. That really keeps the user's attention because you're switching to different things so fast. Okay, that's a good one. I love this one as well. This one starts on the outside of the restaurant. So it's like, here's what it looks like coming on in, and then boom, a nice shot of food on the table here. Again, really simple stuff, back of house in the kitchen, putting the meal together. Love that, action, right? You're dripping down the soup, and you got the table there. So I think you kind of get the point by now. Here's another one as well. I really love this one. Again, super simple headline. Look at this. The best Thai food in Denver. As you guys probably have realized, I live in Denver. So the best Thai food in Denver, the best burger in Denver, the best pizza in Denver, right? And then have a video like this showcasing some food, some ambiance. Doesn't need to be crazy. Don't overthink it. Put a few clips together like this. Okay. So again, if you're on the webinar and you're thinking like, well, I don't know how to do those. I've never made videos like that. Delegate, guys, delegate this stuff to a staff member. I would be willing to bet that you have somebody on your team who is maybe younger. They're obsessed with TikTok or Instagram Reels. They're pretty good at this stuff. Okay. I personally, I'm not great with the camera, but I don't need to be, right? Delegate things to your team. You can have them watch this training. This is a really fun thing for people to do, for your staff to do, if they're good with this stuff already. So don't feel like you have to do this stuff all yourself. Delegate, 100% delegate this to a staff member. Okay, so now that you got some ideas of kind of what I'm talking about in terms of like these visuals, number one, you want to research Reels. What I mean by research Reels is just get some ideas. I've already shown you like 10 of them, but if you want to research some more ideas of like what types of videos to make, you don't have to reinvent the wheel yourself. You can simply go online on Instagram and just type in, like if I can go to search here, for some reason on desktop, the search is not good. Here, I got a screenshot here. So when you're on your phone, up at the top of Instagram, just go ahead and type in burger or type in pizza, whatever food that you have. And then go to Reels. See Reels right here. And then these are going to be some of the top burger reels online currently. And it'll just give you some ideas of how you want to make your video. You don't have to follow this. Again, this is just, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Do something like this. This is a side note for anybody here who serves burgers. You've probably heard of these, the Flying Dutchman. In-N-Out has like the secret menu, the Flying Dutchman. This is a super trendy menu item right now. So if you serve burgers and you have not introduced like a temporary, maybe it's a monthly special, like a Flying Dutchman special, definitely recommend doing that. People really like this burger trend right now. So anyway, as a side note, if you serve burgers, look into offering the Flying Dutchman. It's just a burger wrapped in like fried onions. It's pretty crazy, but it's good. I've tried it myself. So anyway, if you want more ideas of what reels to make, again, just go burger, reels, search away. This one looks awesome. That's a Flying Dutchman as well. So just giving you some ideas, but you can use all these here that I had put as ideas as well. Okay, so you're coming up with reels. The second step, of course, is to record those videos. Again, delegate to a staff member if you don't want to do it yourself. Make sure you let them, have them watch this webinar. But each clip should be, 1 to 3 seconds. You're switching back and forth, keeping people's attention. Okay. And then your third step, after those are edited, you put some captions there like these all have, right? You got the captions there. After they're edited, then you're going to want to post 10 reels. Okay. Not at once, but post one a day. Post one reel a day for 10 days straight. And I just made up a random number. You can post 20 reels. You can do as many as you want, but try to get at least 10. Okay. If you do 5, that's cool too. But what you want to do here is you want to put a few reels out there on the algorithm to see what picks up steam, right? To see like what picks up some traction. Also, I would definitely recommend using some hashtags. You don't have to use hashtags at all. You don't have to, but sometimes you might want to. So you can see hashtags here. You might want to do hashtag pizza, hashtag pizza love, whatever, stuff like that. You don't have to do hashtags, but you can. Okay. So you're going to post 10 of your reels, post one a day for 10 days. And then you're going to run the top 4 that you find as ads. Okay, so this is how you're basically putting 10 reels out there. You might have 6 that totally flop. People don't mess with them. People don't like them. That's okay. Every reel you post is not going to be a winner. So you're just like basically you're casting out there in the water. You're reeling in. You're trying to see which cast picks up a fish, right? Trying to see which one works. And so to determine which one works, I would honestly just look at the number of views. Just look at the number of views. Okay. So for example, if I go to this page and I go to Reels, you'll see here how many views each reel got, right? 51,000, 14,000, 11,000, 37,000, 83,000, whatever, 2 million, right? So you can base that on the number of views. So, give it 10 days and then see which one has the most amount of views. And then those are going to be your winners. Okay, those are going to be your winners. Then what you want to do is you're going to run those as your ads. Okay, because the problem with just going viral here, like with videos like this, the problem is that you don't have any control around who's seeing this, right? Somebody in a different country may be seeing this. Somebody in a different city may be seeing this. Now, the algorithm's pretty good with showing things to you locally, but you'll still have a lot of viewers who are never able to buy from you, who see this and they love it, but they can't buy from you. So that's why you want to run this as an ad afterwards, because you're forcing that to stay at your local market, a few miles around your restaurant. Okay. The other problem with going viral with content here is that it's a big spike up and then a big spike down, right? You're going to get a bunch of views right away, and then usually it dies off after about a week or so. Sure, you have your outliers that always continue to grow in views, but most videos have a spike for a week and then drop. Okay. So to make sure that people are seeing your content consistently all the time, just run it as an ad and it can just keep showing to people locally. Okay. I'm going to stop for a quick second. I'm going to show you how to set up these ads. But before I do, I want to have just a few minutes for questions. Guys, if you have any questions, put them in the chat box and I'd be happy to address them. Ashley, welcome in. Christian, welcome in. Henry, welcome in. Inam, welcome in. Javier. Let's see who else is here. Mike, welcome on in. What's up, guys? Yeah, guys, put any questions you have in the chat box below. Pretty simple stuff so far. If you don't have any questions, that's all good. Johannes is asking, how much do you suggest to invest per ad? Well, it honestly, it doesn't matter, Johannes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just depends on like a few factors, right? It depends on your revenue. It depends on how much you feel comfortable spending on ads. You can spend $1 million a day on ads. You can spend $1 a day on ads. It also depends on your local market size. So, in some markets, if you've got 1 million people there, you can spend a pretty good amount of money. If your market is smaller, you might not want to spend, that much, because you can reach everybody pretty quickly. So, Johannes, for me to give you an accurate answer, if you want to let me know, like, what is your monthly revenue currently, and then how many people live in your city, then I can give you maybe a better answer. But you can always start with $5-10 a day. It doesn't, you can always scale it up or scale it down. There are some ad buying techniques that I could go into, but Johannes, let me know just a little bit more about your business. What's your revenue? How much do you currently spend now? And then how many people are in your city? Chichi's saying, I have some collaboration reels that hit over 100K. Can I use those? Chichi, yes, 100%. Please use those. If you guys have reels that have a bunch of views, definitely run those as ads for sure. That's a perfect example. Yes. Javier says, what is best to show just one menu item per reel or multiple items in one reel? Javier, there's not a correct answer. There's not a right or a wrong. Do both. Have some reels with one menu item, have some reels with showing everything at once. There's not a right or a wrong. I would definitely recommend do both of those and then test it out. Yeah, you got to test it. Johannes saying about 2 million people. The restaurant is currently about 50K per month. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Let's say, Johannes, so, it depends on your advertising budget. Johannes, how much do you spend on advertising right now? The US SBA, the Small Business Administration in the US, is going to recommend that restaurants spend between 3 to 5% of their overall gross sales on marketing and advertising. So if, doing 50,000 a month, and let's say you wanted to spend 5% on marketing and advertising, you could comfortably, it depends what your margins are, but spend up to about $2,500 per month in ads. Now, you don't have to start there. If you're doing 50K a month and you're not spending any money on ads currently, my friend, you got a lot of people out there who want to hear about you. Start with $10 a day. Start with $10 a day, $5 a day, whatever you feel comfortable with. Spend a couple $100. You can always scale it up from there. Let's see. Christian is asking. Yeah, you're welcome. Christian is asking, my monthly revenue, 3 mile population is 90,000. How much do you recommend for me to spend in ads? 3 mile radius, 90,000 people. Christian, I would put $5 to $10 a day on the ads. $5 to $10 a day on the ads. we have a lot of different advertising techniques. So like it's best to spread your budget around a bunch of techniques. So there's really not a right or wrong, guys, of how much you want to spend. The more you can spend and the more you can track. Like if you can spend the money and it's ROI positive, spend as much as you can, right? Spend as much as you can until it becomes, ROI even, right? Or neutral, right? Then you kind of hit that ceiling. Don't go crazy with it. Do whatever's comfortable. There's not a right or a wrong answer there. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Awesome question. So I'm gonna go into showing you how to set up this ad here now. Okay. So, all right, you've done your research, right? You've posted your videos and you look at your page and you say, okay, these 4 are my winners. They have the most amount of views. Cool. You have those as your winners. All right. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to your ad account. Okay. You can run this in Meta. You can run this in TikTok. I'm just going to show you in Meta how to set this stuff up. Okay. This is very similar, guys. If you've been on my webinars before, you probably know what I'm going to do here. You're going to do a traffic campaign. Okay. This is not the only campaign you can set up and run, but in this example, I'm just going to show you how to set up a really simple ad, just getting a lot of traffic in your area. Okay. No offers, no redemption codes, just simple ad. When you're setting this up, keep in mind, guys, you can boost posts. You can boost a post if you want, but boosting posts is kind of like Facebook's easy button. Boosting posts is not the best way to run your ads. But if you don't want to do this way, and if you want to boost it, hey, there's nothing wrong with boosting. You're just not going to have all the features that you have with these types of ads. Okay. So you're setting up your ad campaign. You always want to do the manual setup. Facebook's going to sometimes try to get you to do like do this streamlined process. Don't do it. Okay. Always do the manual setup. I'm just going to name this real winners, whatever, right? Real winners. And then I'm going to press next. Okay. And on your conversion location, you're going to want to do website. And I might have a few different ads that I run, right? You're gonna have 4 different winners. So I might name this one like pizza 1. Okay, whatever. And let's say my budget I'm doing is $10 a day. I always like to start my ads the next day. I'm just kind of superstitious. I'll set them up to be approved by the system, and then tomorrow morning they'll start running. Make sure you do your location here as well. So let's say, for example, our head office is actually in Arizona. So let's just type in my business name and you see it comes up right there. Let's say I want to do 10-mile radius, or let's say maybe I want to do 5. Okay. Again, not a right or a wrong here. If you're in a very large city, you will want to do a smaller radius. Okay. If you're in New York City, you want to do 1 mile or even just block, like zip code blocks. Okay. If you're in a for Johannes, you're in the town of a city of 2 million people. I would recommend do like a 3-mile targeting. Okay, something along those lines. You can play with that. All right. And down here, you'll want to go where it says placements. Okay. You want to hit edit placements, and you're going to do manual placements here, guys, because again, you've made this video like a real video, right? You made it like vertical up and down. So you can show these on feeds too. You can make a square version to show it on a feed. I'm just going to show you like how to set it up to only be shown on reels and stories. So you'll want to uncheck these boxes here and only have it here on reels and stories. Okay. You got Instagram stories, Facebook stories, Messenger stories, Instagram reels, and Facebook reels. Okay. Again, there's not a right or a wrong. You can make a square version of the video, show that on the feed. You can even show the really long video on the feed as well. Sometimes the cropping is weird. So just for this example, I'm going to show it just on reels and stories. All right. And then you're going to go down here and add your media. Okay, so you're going to add your media. What I did, I just actually screen recorded one of the other pizza videos just as an example. I'm not going to run this as an ad. This is just an example. So you drag your video into your media setup here. It'll take a few seconds to process, upload, all that stuff. And then you can click on next. There we go. We're ready to rock and roll. And you'll keep it on original. If it doesn't say original, make sure your formatting is correct there. Guys, I always turn off these optimizations. Sometimes Meta will try to add music to your videos or stuff like that. Just turn off all these optimizations. Okay, and then click done. Alrighty, and then here is where you can kind of write your ad. You can put the text on your ad. So this is something where you can customize. I'm going to maybe even use ChatGPT to help me out with this. So I might say, write me an ad copy describing how delicious my pepperoni pizza is. And then I might say, keep this under 100 words, something nice and simple, right? You might want to take a little bit more time on this, but here's a good, quick description, right? Indulge in a slice of perfection. And then I might do a little space here. And then, of course, here's your copy for the ad. So again, you can write whatever you want here. I'm just giving you a quick example. Headline. So for the headline, this is like your call to action button. You might say something like order now. And you can also have different headline options. And then the algorithm will take take all of them and run whatever's performing best. So you can say order now. You might say something like order pizza now. You might say, right, it doesn't really matter what you have here. You're giving people a call to action. Or you might say like, check out our delicious pizza, right? Something like this, okay? All right, and then the call to action, I'd recommend having it be learn more. You can also do like watch more, because this is video, so you can do watch more, or you could also do see menu. I really like see menu. I think that's really cool, really great one for restaurants, obviously. Okay, so I might do see menu on this one. And then you are going to put in a link to your website. All right. Down here, the browser add-on, just do none. Don't do an add-on down there. Sometimes it does that weirdly. Then you're going to want to put your website right here, okay? So I'm just going to pretend that this is my website, which it is. Okay. This is the website. Actually, it's going to want the whole website with HTTPS and everything. So make sure you put that there. Okay, got the whole website there. And guys, a quick side note here on this as well. If you have a crappy website, okay, if you have a crappy website and think about like, do you want to send people to your website? Okay, if you don't have a good website, if you're not pumped up about your website, you can always send people to your Google page. Okay, so let me just show you what I mean by that. Burgers Near Me. Let's say, for example, this is the restaurant. Let's say this is my restaurant, okay? Let's see. Actually, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to type in your business name, and you're going to want to share your Google page link. So again, if you have a crappy website, don't send people to your website, right? Not a good idea. But you could send people to your Google page, okay? So you could do right here, copy link. See this right here, copy link. And then that's going to bring people directly to your Google page, right? Of course, only do this as well. You can put this here. Only send people to your Google page if you've got great reviews. and if you've got good photos, right? Sending people to your Google page is kind of nice because they can see that you've got a lot of reviews, got a lot of good photos, and they can really simply press directions and see how close you are to them. Okay. So we have a whole entire training around how to make sure your Google page looks great and is optimized, right? You got to have a bunch of reviews over 4.5 stars, and you got to have your great photos uploaded here. If you don't have that, consider doing that before you start sending traffic to your Google page. Okay. Simple stuff. Alrighty. And that's it, guys. This is what people will start seeing as on the ads. They're going to click the link. They're going to either then go to your website or go to your Google page. They're going to see how awesome your restaurant is and how close you are to them. There's so many people who don't know you exist. This is one of the best ways to run viral content around just a specific radius around your restaurant. Okay. And guys, keep in mind, you can run these ads for a very long time. Okay. You don't have to turn them off. You can run these ads for months. So we have some clients even run these ads for over a year and a half. The same ads, they don't even touch them. They want people to continuously see their product and how awesome it is. All right. So just give you a recap, guys. Yeah, you're going to get the reels, right? You're going to take a look at the reels, going to get some ideas on what type of videos you want to make. You're going to then, of course, record the videos, then post 10 reels, and then pick your top 4 as the winners and then run those as ads. All right. So simple strategy, but man, super powerful. And again, you can do this one time and run those ads for a very, very long time. Okay. You don't have to do just your top 4. You can do as many as you want. This is just my example for today. Okay. All righty, guys, we got time for questions. If you got questions, go down in the chat box. Go down on the chat box and ask me some questions. Super happy to help out. Okay. Let's see. Johannes, yeah, you're very welcome. Hope this is helpful. Jessica is saying, if we're a part of your program, should we pass on reels to our contract? Jessica, I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Maybe you can clarify. Jessica, let me know what you mean. Should we pass on reels to our contract? Yeah, Jessica, if you could clarify, let me know. Henry's asking, can you tell me how to update the front cover of my Google page? Yes. Henry, so we do have a training actually on that as well. Let me see where that might be. Henry, in the portal here, if you go to online reputation, if you go to online reputation, let me see what the lessons are. Here it is. Henry, how to change your Google cover photo. It's right here. But I can show you here as well. So if you type in your Google page here and you go to photos and you're logged in. So if you type in your business name and you're logged in, you own your page, this will come up right here, okay, this part right here. And then if you have, okay, Jessica, I'll get to you in just a second. Photos, okay. And then you can add photos here and then boom, drop those right in there. And then you can select to make that your cover photo. Sometimes restaurants will have a difficult time choosing the cover photo. Sometimes the Google page thing doesn't let you change the cover photo. Try it a couple times. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But regardless, if you can't change your cover photo, just make sure all your really great photos are at least uploaded to all your pages. That'll really help you. Okay. So Henry, let me know if that helps you, or if you have any more questions on that, happy to clarify. Let's see. Jessica, yes. So Jessica, if you have videos like this. Of course, like let's see. Yeah, if you have videos like this, Jessica, we can run them as ads for you. That's 100% right. Yeah. So just yeah, contact your account manager. And if you have ads like this, we can run those as ads for sure. If you have videos like this, we can run those as ads. Also, for anybody who's in our done for you advertising service like Jessica is, if you don't have videos like this, I would definitely recommend trying to take some, right? Delegate this to your staff, try to take some. But if you don't have videos like this and you want like us to capture the content for you, we can send in a photographer. We can send in a photographer and a videographer. In most cities that we serve, we can send in a human being and capture some of this this video content for you. Yep. Yeah, Jessica. So definitely recommend contacting your account manager. Let me know if that's the question you're asking. I think that's what you're asking. But if not, let me know and I'm happy to clarify. Johannes is asking, is there a rule of thumb for expected ROI? Well, Johannes, when in terms of ROI, every business is going to measure this a bit differently. But when you're running ads, you at least want to break even, right? The very minimum you want to break even in terms of the revenue generated and the amount of money you spent on it, right? So typically, if you can break even on advertising, then you're essentially getting customers for free. And the way you make the profit on them is by having them come back, right? So if you can break even, that's really good. It is possible to get an instant ROI with ads as well. Although keep in mind, ads is a game of trial and error. It doesn't work the same for everybody. If you're doing lead generation, there's another aspect to keep in mind as well, because you're building a list of leads. So if you're doing lead generation, you want to measure how much revenue is generated right away, but also keeping in mind the list that you're building too. So if you've got people opting in, giving you their contact information, the more you follow up with that list, that pipeline, the bigger your ROI becomes over time. So there's value in the immediate revenue, but also in that list that you're building, because some people just need to be reminded a bunch of times to come on in. And so over time, that pipeline that you're building will generate more returns. So a couple different ways to think about it. Kiran's got a question. Kiran, let's see. Kiran, you are, I can actually unmute you. Kiran, you are live, my friend. If you want to talk, you're live right now. You're on mute, but if you want to talk, I'm happy to help you. Okay, you got your hand raised. If anybody else wants to talk as well, you can raise your hand in Zoom and I can unmute you and we can have a conversation. Kiran, I'm not sure if you hear me or not, but
No, I'm good. Thank you.
there you are. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Good. Yeah. Did you have a question?
No, not right now.
Okay. All right. No worries. Thank you. All righty, guys. If you have any more questions, put them in the chat. Super happy to help. Christian's asking, is the replay of this video going to be posted today? Probably within 1 to 2 days. Yeah, Christian, we got to let the video process, then my team will upload it into the portal. So it'll be there within about a day or two. Yep. And guys, speaking of the portal here, if you are interested in earning some easy money, let me show you here. We do have a referral program with the webinars. So if you want to refer other business owners, you don't have to do any work. You just have to send them a link. So if you want people, if you want to make some passive income, and we got a pretty sweet thing going on here. So if you refer, you can earn 20% commission on anybody who signs up from links that you send. You don't have to do any work. You can earn 20% commissions for the lifetime that they're a part of the group. So, you can do the math on that and you can get some pretty good paychecks from that. So in your portal, the way you can find that, bottom left-hand corner, there's a link that says refer and earn. Refer and earn. Click that. Then this page will pull up. Just type in your email address that you use for the community, submit that, and then we'll send you a referral link. And then you can send that referral link to as many people as you'd like. And you earn commission for every single person that signs up. So anyway, thought I'd throw it out there for you guys. Definitely recommend doing that. If you've got other restaurant owner friends that might find the webinars helpful, we'd love to have them in here. John, Jen, Javier, Henry, Christian, Burger Rush, how's it going? What's up, guys? Ashley, guys, do you have any more questions? Any more questions? Happy to help. If you don't have any questions and you just want to get off the webinar and you want to implement this stuff, please do that. I'll put links to all these reels in the training as well, so you guys can see those. Otherwise, I'll actually go ahead and put the links in the chat box right now as well. So if you guys want to go ahead and click on those, you can just go ahead and check out some of those examples. They're pretty sweet. And we'll toss these in the portal as well for you guys. I love these videos. They're just so easy and simple, Christian, I'm running a smoothie shop. What targeting would you suggest for the ads? Christian, great question. We actually have a whole training on that in this advertising piece here. I believe we've got some topics around targeting. Probably want to go ahead and look at this targeting here, Christian. Geo-targeted ads, get customers in 7 days. But to give you a short answer right now on the call, you got to test. Christian, there's not necessarily with any types of advertising like this, there's not necessarily like a very clear right or wrong. You got to test it. So Christian, give me some more information. What city are you in? What city are you in? And then what's the population? If you just want to tell me the city, I can look it up as well. Bolingbrook, Illinois. All right, sweet. Let's see. Bolingbrook, Illinois. About 74,000 people that live there. Okay, nice. Just outside of Chicago. Perfect. Christian, I would recommend for you guys, you don't want to target too large because it doesn't make sense for you to target people all the way over here in Chicago, right? So for you in Bolingbrook, I would say, target like maybe like a 3-mile radius. Try targeting a 3-mile radius. You also might want to test doing a 2-mile radius and a 1-mile radius. So try all three of those. And then in terms of targeting, you don't actually have to do too much targeting these days. These platforms are very smart and very good. And so you don't have to do any targeting at all. Like you don't have to do any interest targeting. You don't have to do any sort of like demographic targeting. You can, but you don't have to. So I would recommend starting with just the radius. Try doing a 3-mile, a 2-mile, and a 1-mile. You could do 5 miles. And then do that. You might want to try targeting different genders. You might want to target females and males only, have different ad sets for those. You could do some targeting like that. But when you're starting, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Christian, does that help? Does that help? Let me know if you got any questions on that. Let me know if that helps you. Perfect. Yeah, you're very welcome. Happy to help. Yes, definitely experiment. Yep. Run some ads, test it out. You don't have to spend that much money right away on it. Put $5 a day on it. You'll get some stats back. It's a little bit of R&D, little research and development as you're running the ads, kind of test what works. Then when you find something that works, then that's when you can go, pour more fuel on that fire and increase your spend on it. Let's see. All right, guys. Oh, one last thing. I actually haven't asked for this in a long time. Guys, I don't usually love asking for favors. But if you guys want to leave us a Google review and you're enjoying the webinars, that would be really sweet. I'll go ahead and get you a review link if you don't mind. I think I've got it around here somewhere. Anyway, if you guys don't know how to find your Google review link, I'll show you right now because I can't find mine. But I'll go on to my page here. And if you're logged in, there's a section down here where it says get more reviews. And you can just copy and paste this link for people. So I just put that in the chat box, guys. No pressure at all. But if you're enjoying these webinars, we're picking up a lot of really great feedback from these webinars, and people are saying that they're really helpful. We're just trying to get the word out even more about these webinars. So if you want to just click the link, say a few nice words about how you're enjoying the webinars. You could say like Luke is awesome, or the webinars are super helpful. Right? You could just take 20 seconds and do this. Doesn't have to be super in depth. If you want to go in depth, definitely would appreciate that too. But just something real simple. Christian, so yeah, guys, I just put a link in the chat box there. If you want to leave me a review on Google, I would love it. This is my modest ask for that. No pressure. Okay, let's see. Christian says, where do we find the link generation for our Google reviews? Yep, I will show you again. So, Christian, if you own your Google page, right? You own your Google page online. Go ahead and just type in your restaurant name. Okay, type in your smoothie place name here. And if you're logged in, you should see this come up right here. Okay. And then scroll down and you'll find this little area right here where it says, there it is, reviews. And then right here, get more reviews. This place or this button right here, say get more reviews. Oops, I need to go back. Get more reviews. And then this will give you a link you can copy right here. And you see when I put the link in the chat box for you guys, when you click that link, there's no friction, right? You don't have to click around and have a bunch of different buttons. It brings you directly to that review section. So this is a place, we actually did we have a lot of training on this, Christian. I would definitely recommend doing this in the in-house. We have some techniques you can do in-house to get thousands of reviews pretty easily. So right here, there's a couple trainings around this. Get more 5-star reviews, get 1,000 reviews at your restaurant, how to get 1,000 reviews and how that impacts SEO. So go through those trainings. You'll get a ton of reviews really, really simply. It's just only 30 minutes. I think this one, get 1,000 reviews. Yeah, 28 minutes. Give that one a shot. Christian, does that help? Kiran, Ashley, Inam, Javier. You guys got any questions on that? All righty, guys. Well, I think that does it. Appreciate that, Christian. Appreciate that, buddy. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. I definitely appreciate you spending 49 minutes with me. I don't take that for granted. Until next time, you'll find the webinar recordings in the portal. If you want to do that, check this out, delegate this stuff to your staff. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Got some really exciting announcements coming up soon, guys. Got a lot of help coming your way. So Stay tuned and we'll talk to you next week. All right. Cheers, guys. Thanks for being here.